Hi, Don. Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Two quick questions. The first one is, when the robots transform, are you going to use the original sound effect?
You weren't here earlier. I said that's one of the things I'd like to see and I think should be there. And it's one of the things that, again, it's like, just like I want to see, like everyone applauded Cullen and Welker. But these are all things that aren't being decided now because they don't, in a film, especially one that's this big and this involved, they don't have to be decided now. So the answer is, I hope so.
Okay. And my other question is, I'm a little nervous about Michael Bay. I think he missed the mark completely on Pearl Harbor. And are you concerned about this at all, or do you think that he's got a good vision?
There were, when you're dealing with a movie of this level, and you want it to get made, while we're all still alive, not 10 years from now. There's 3, 4, or 5 guys that they're going to trust with a movie of this budget level and spectacle. If you don't get one of those 3, 4, or 5 guys, and we could argue whether it's this guy or this guy.
Well, how much money are we talking about is going into this?
This is going to be mid, well over 125 million, right? So, when you're dealing with a budget of this size, and you're dealing in a movie this intricate and this much spectacle, it's 4 or 5 guys. When Michael last summer decided he wanted to do it, there were meetings, there was discussions, and I believe he's going to make a movie that's very, 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 exciting. He wants to outdo himself on all the set pieces, all the chases, everything, and I think we're really lucky to have gotten him. And you can, with any filmmaker, even my own films, and I'm not even a director, you can pick apart, I don't like this, but I do like this. I love The Rock, but I don't like Bad Boys 7. At the end of the day, what he's trying to do for this movie, I think, will make it into a very, very successful movie all around.
Okay, thank you.
How are you, Don? I'm back.
Hey.
I'm Fran. I had a question that I hope that you can answer for all of us, because I know we're all very interested, is the overall design and feel of what the characters are going to look like. Are they going to be big and massive and menacing, like Decepticons should be, and how are the Autobots going to look? Are we going to see more gears, or are we going to see, more covered panel look, like an alternator style look? Could you comment on?
Yeah, it's hard to describe. There's no point in doing this and then making you go, who is that? So there's going to be a classic feel to them. At the same time, as I was saying earlier, we're going to strive so that you'll really believe it was a Mack truck that, is transforming. You'll really believe it's an F-22 that's transforming. So, there's not going to be. Look at the Optimus out there, right? There's no reason for this movie not for it to really look like that, while at the same time it's not. Whereas at the same time, it's not going to be slavish to that, because that's actually a 3D rendition of a cartoon. So this is going to be a CG version of a car. Do you see what I'm not sure I'm making myself clear. It's going to look like Optimus Prime, and you're going to know it's Optimus Prime, and you're going to go for it, Optimus Prime. It's going to look a lot like that. But at the same time, it's not going to look 100% like that, because as I said, that's a cartoon that somebody's now built into a 3D animation, 3D rendering versus 3D animation.
Thanks.
I'm not sure I explained that well, but I tried.
Thanks.
Hi, Mr. Murphy. My name is Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Just a question. Are we going to see Cybertron?
In the current script, we see Cybertron.
Cool. Oh, and don't let one good and 2 bad Keanu Reeves movies stop you from calling it The Matrix.
It's not. It's again. If it were only for the fans, But there's millions and millions of people that watch The Matrix.
Hi, Mr. Murphy. It's Scott again. As you may or may not know, one of the original G1 voice actors is with us today, Mr. Michael McConaughey, and he's a wonderful individual. He
No, I did not know.
He brought up an interesting point earlier in his panel that he had, and it just kind of stuck well with the fans that were in the room at the time, that he mentioned it would be... he was wondering himself, I think, even, like, are you going to stick... When it comes to the personality of the character, so like Optimus Prime, like I know most of us, when we think of Optimus Prime, we think of a kind of a John Wayne swaggering kind of leader guy, and like Ironhide is a gruff, kind of Southern accent kind of guy. Are we looking at that kind of Are you going to take that into account? Like, is that when I know you haven't even considered voice actors kind of thing really, but when it comes to
I can answer the question. Yes.
The portrayal of the character, are you going to try to stick to those?
Yes.
Okay.
The
Thank you very much.
script does do that.
Thank you.
Okay, one more thing. We're not going to let anybody join the line now, so this will be the last set of questions here, okay? Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. My name is Timothy Carter. I have
Tim.
a selfish question to ask. Has anyone been chosen yet to write the novel adaptations of the movie? And if not, how can I get that job?
The answer is I don't know, and email me.
Done. Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, that's high. Hi.
Hi.
I'm just going to tilt that. I don't know if you said yet, but have you had any discussion about who's going to do the special effects for the movie?
Oh, ILM. It's always
they
been
are.
ILM. Michael only uses ILM. Stephen only uses ILM, and even though ILM is brilliant, even though they tend to be the most expensive, but they're brilliant. So,
What's money anyway, right?
well, but ILM is going to have already been doing the effects, and they'll be the company, and they're doing great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Don again. Hi. Allow me to suggest if you don't call it the Matrix, call it Optimus's balls. Anyway, seriously, I was wondering if you could be convinced to pay a little homage to where the Transformers came from and somehow sneak the name Diaclone or Microman into the movie somewhere.
I can always investigate.
Yeah,
You
a plaque or something.
You mentioned that to me earlier, and I think it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, thanks.
Cheers.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
My name's Alan.
Hey, Alec.
Just got two quick ones. Is Toronto still being considered for some shooting?
How do I explain this? I just finished shooting a movie up here, and I've had the best time. But Toronto's not. No, we're not shooting in Toronto.
And the second one is, has the format been decided? If it's going to be 35 or maybe it'll go digital due to the nature of the effects?
Well, you mean, are we going to shoot it digitally?
I mean, the
we're
original
shooting it on
format.
film.
Yeah. Okay.
But but we're not shooting it like Polar Express, if that's what you're asking me.
No, I just thought it might be going the Lucas route and going straight to digital format.
No, I do not believe that's the case. I could be speaking out of turn, but no, I do not believe that's the case.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Shaddix. I have a question about the toys for the movie. As you know, in the past generations of Transformers, they've had toys of characters who haven't even been in the show. So for the movie, I know there are going to be toys for characters in the movie, but would there be toys made of characters who aren't even in the movie?
What's the question? Okay, so Hasbro is already working on the movie toy line because it takes that long for them to do a toy line, so they'll be ready by July 4th, 2007, so they can benefit from the movie publicity. The toy line, the movie toy line, will only include characters from the movie, if that's what you're asking me. Doesn't mean that Hasbro's not doing other toys. They're not going to stop doing everything they're doing, but there'll be a movie toy line that'll only be characters from the movie.
And if Soundwave doesn't make it into the first movie, but he's mentioned in it, would he be considered to be in the toy line, or?
If it's so hard to explain. If Soundwave doesn't make it into the first movie, he will not be in the first toy line. No.
Thank you.
Hi, nice to see you, man. But is that shaded from the board? Wow. Why would what? Okay, cool.
I didn't know he was here.
Neither did I. Okay. So.
Okay, thank you,
I
everyone.
hope that was helpful.
Thank you, Don.
Come on the message boards if you want, donmurphy.net, and we'll continue to do the best that we can and try to make the movie exciting for 07. Good luck. Thanks.